Good morning, lovely yogis. I hope you are well. If you haven't practiced with me before, then I am Amy and I'm very happy to be teaching you this strong and stretchy Vinyasa flow. It's going to feel good. We're going to get moving, stretching, breathing, all those reasons that we love yoga. If you have not already subscribed to my channel and you make it to the end of this video and find that you enjoyed it, I would love if you could take a second to hit the subscribe button. You can also comment letting me know what you thought. I love reading and replying to all of your comments, and of course a big thumbs up lets me know that you enjoyed this video. That is enough chatter from me. We will begin today standing at the top of our mats. Take a moment to look down at your feet. Are they hip width apart? Are the outside edges of your feet lined up with the outside edges of the mat? Can you lift up all 10 toes and then maybe place them down one at a time, creating a little bit of space in between each toe, rooting you down into the earth. Sway the body from left to right, from front to back, maybe around in circles on the feet. And then once you've found that movement from all of those extremes, find the perfect middle ground with the weight evenly distributed throughout each side of the foot. Not collapsing into the arches, not rolling onto the outside edges, finding that balance. Bring the awareness up through the legs to the knees. Are the knees totally bent and soft, or are they locked out? Can you find the middle ground, just finding a baby micro bend, but finding a little bit of engagement in the legs? Bringing the awareness up into the hips. Tilt the pelvis all the way back to the back of the room, coming into a booty pop, as we would call it, and then take it to the other extreme, taking it into a pelvic thrust, pushing the hips all the way to the front of the room. And then again, find that middle ground, lengthening through the lower back, lengthening through the front of the hips, not going to either extreme. You might even bring one hand onto the lower belly and one hand onto the lower back to feel in with that alignment. Bringing the awareness up through the sides of the waist. Can you create extra space between the ribs and the hips without pulling the shoulders up to the ears? So keep the shoulders softening down to the earth, but lifting through the waist, lengthening the torso. Notice the shoulder blades travelling down the back body. Let's find the extreme of pulling the shoulders up by the ears and then really pulling them down towards the earth, and then find that middle ground, then softening away from the ears towards the earth, but without force and strain. Bring the awareness through the neck. Is there length through the front of the neck, the back of the neck, the sides of the neck? Maybe you dip the chin in towards the chest ever so slightly. Find the extreme of pushing the chin all the way forward towards the front of the mat and then drawing it all the way in, giving yourself a little double chin, and then find the middle ground, stacking the head over the heart, over the hips. Take the awareness down through the arms, palms facing the front of the mat, fingertips softening and curling in ever so slightly, broadening through the chest. Take the awareness back up through the neck, into the jaw, maybe take some circles with the jaw to release any tension. Bring the awareness through the cheeks, the eyebrows. Can you soften the eyebrows and the space between them? Maybe you can even relax the eyes a little bit more. Any tension in the forehead. And we've reached the crown of the head now. Can you grow tall up towards the sky? You can bring this awareness of your posture with you throughout the rest of our practice, checking in with all those points of alignment. And then when you're off your yoga mat, again, you can take this awareness of your posture with you. Take 2 deep breaths here before we begin to move. Then as you're ready, start to find whatever movement you feel like making. Maybe just starting off padding the feet from side to side, maybe making circles with the ankles, maybe pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, stretching through the toes and the tops of the feet. Whatever movement you're making, start to make it a little bit bigger. Maybe it comes into the hips and the thighs. Maybe you hear some clicks and some pops as the body comes to life. Start to bring that movement even more, maybe into the upper body, stretching through the waist. The arms may be moving, maybe wiggling the wrists and the fingers. Opening through the shoulders and the chest. Take that movement up into the head, the neck, maybe taking circles or side stretches. Your movement doesn't have to look like mine. You don't have to be making a shape with a name, just finding movement that feels good in your body. Maybe taking it out to the sides, stretching around. You might feel a bit silly, but no one's watching you. You're all just watching me. Maybe you take it down low. Maybe you take it up high. Have a few moments in silence, just feeling into your body, feeling into your breath. As you are ready, we will all make our way back to the top of the mat, feet hip width apart. On your next breath in, sweep both arms all the way up to the sky, spreading through the fingertips. Imagine like you're holding a big beach ball overhead. As you breathe out, descend down into a forward fold. And once again, spend a few moments just feeling into the body. Maybe wiggling the torso from side to side. Maybe bending and straightening one leg at a time. Maybe flowing through some halfway lifts as you breathe in and folding back as you breathe out. Repeating that a few times if it feels good. Or maybe you're just enjoying some stillness right now. As you're ready, ground down through both hands, drop one knee down and the other knee down, stacking the shoulders over the elbows, over the wrists, spreading through the fingertips, stacking hips over the knees. Once again, find some free movement here. Maybe it's a traditional cat-cow. Maybe you bend the elbows and drop the chest down towards the mat in circles. Maybe you wiggle through the hips. Maybe take it back into a child's pose. Maybe rocking backwards and forwards on the wrists. Whatever movement you're doing, try and coordinate it with your breath, keeping that connection. Just a few more moments here. As you're ready, come back to your neutral tabletop. On your next breath in, sweep the right arm all the way up to the sky. Bring the hand into a fist and then take some circles on the wrist going in one direction and the other direction. Unwind from that fist, reach the fingertips high, take a big circle with that right arm towards the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep it up to the top. Exhale, take it down and around. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down and around. One more time, inhale. Then as you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, come down to hover. Inhale, sweep the arm up. Exhale, thread it through. One more time, inhale, sweep the arm for the sky. Exhale, take that arm through. This time come down onto the right ear and the right shoulder. Press the left hand into the earth to deepen into the twist. Option to lift the left arm up and to hook it around for the right inner thigh, coming into a bind. Breathing. If you've got the left hand in a bind, unwind, place that hand back under the shoulder. Inhale, sweep the right arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, place the right hand down off the top of the mat. Drop the chest down, bend into the left elbow, coming into a half puppy pose. So pointing the tailbone up to the sky as you sink the chest down towards the earth. Really drawing that right elbow and the right armpit down towards the ground. Start to slide that right hand back, lift the left elbow, stack those shoulders back over the wrists. On your next breath in, sweep the left arm up to the sky, hand into a fist, take some circles going in both directions. Reach those fingertips straight up and spin that arm to the back of the room. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, take it down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's do one more. Inhale. Then as you exhale, thread that arm through, come down to hover. Deep breath in, lift up. Deep breath out, thread the needle. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, thread it through, come down onto left ear and left shoulder, press the right hand into the earth. Notice if your hips are totally skewing off to the right, try and bring a little bit more alignment into the hips, over the knees. Option to sweep that right arm up, thread it around for the left inner thigh. Use that grip to help you open the chest even more. Send that breath into the right side of the body. If you've got the bind, unwind, right hand under right shoulder. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, left hand plants all the way at the top of the mat. Bend the right elbow, drop the left armpit down. Half puppy pose. Or Ardha Anahatasana, half heart melting pose. Inhale, start to walk the left hand back up to meet the right. Take one final little wiggle and then start to walk both hands off the top of the mat, sinking the chest down for a full puppy pose. Maybe dip one armpit further down at a time, wiggling the chest from side to side. Maybe come up onto the fingertips for even more of a stretch. Maybe wiggle the hips. And even if I don't cue intuitive movement, it is always welcome in any class that you do with me. If I was looking through the computer screen at you at home and you were doing something completely different to what I was suggesting, that would make me very happy, as I would know you were listening to your body and finding what felt good for you. Plant both forearms, both elbows on the mat. Start to snake the thighs and then the hips down onto the earth, Sphinx pose. Shoulders over elbows, arms in two parallel lines. Gaze over the right shoulder, back towards the right foot. Breathe into that stretch on the left side of the neck. And come back through center. Gaze over the other side, breathing into the stretch. Come back through center. Slide the hands. In fact, first, let's lift the elbows off the mat if it feels good. A little moment in seal pose here. Draw the chest up towards the sky as you soften the shoulders down towards the earth, rooting down through the pubic bone, the hip bones. And then lower the chest, slide the hands back in line with the ribs, tuck under the toes, press up to plank or tabletop, and then wave the body back, downward facing dog. Finding movement here, maybe pedaling through the legs, maybe wiggling the hips from side to side, maybe making some movements with the chest and the shoulders, or maybe just finding stillness. Maybe that's what you're feeling for right now. But even in stillness, there is always movement. Movement of the breath, movement of the blood, movement of electrical impulses in all the trillions of neurons in our body. On your next breath in, round through the spine, wave yourself forward into a plank. On your next breath out, bend the knees, point the tailbone up to the sky, arch yourself back to downward dog. Inhale, wave it forward. Exhale, snake it back. One more time, inhaling forwards. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. On your next breath in, sweep the right leg all the way up to the sky. Open the hip, bend the knee, draw the heel in towards the glute, and start to take some big circles with that right knee. Like you're painting a big circle in the air. Switch direction of the circle. Keep the weight evenly grounded through the right hand and the left hand. Inhale, sweep the leg all the way up to the sky, straighten that leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round everything in. Inhale to extend. Exhale, squeeze everything in, draw that heel into the glute. One more time, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, maybe come up onto the right fingertips to help you step the right foot through between the hands, drop the back knee down. Right knee stacking over right ankle, draw the right hip back and the left hip forward, finding some engagement in the legs here. Maybe come up onto the fingertips, lifting through the chest, gaze straight ahead. Notice if you're just collapsing your weight down onto that right thigh, can you lift? On your next breath in, sweep both arms all the way up to the sky. Really press the floor away with that right foot. On your next breath out, send the left arm forward, the right arm back, twisting through the spine, opening through the chest. Inhale, find the reverse warrior, sweep the left arm back, bring the right hand onto the back of the left leg. And then come forward, hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, bring the right hand to meet the left, bring the hands to the heart center, pushing yourself into the twist, finding that dynamic opposition between the right knee and the left elbow, pushing towards one another. Either stay here or pick up the back knee, bringing a little bit more fire into the legs. Breathing, gazing wherever is comfortable. If the back knee is down, join us with it lifted. Keep the upper body just as it is. Take a big step forward with the left foot. Meet the right in a twisted chair pose. Left elbow still pressing into the outside of that right leg. Trying to lengthen through the spine here, even as we twist. On your next breath in, unwind into chair pose. Keep those legs bent for just another moment. Look down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. Sink down a little bit deeper and then release. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring the hands down by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come down into your forward fold. Deep breath in, flat back, press the hands into the shins, into the earth, into the thighs, wherever you feel like. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot, then the left foot back, lower down, maybe halfway or all the way down to the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. On your next breath in, sweep the left leg all the way up to the sky, open the hip, bend the knee, start to take those circles. Switch direction. Inhale, sweep that leg straight up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, press the floor away, round through the back body. Inhale, straighten the leg, press the floor away. Exhale, round everything in. One more time, inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, come up onto the left fingertips, step that foot through, drop the back knee down. Lift the torso away from that leg, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another, engaging through the legs. Breathing into those sensations. On your next breath in, sweep both arms all the way up to the sky. Once again, imagining like you've got that beach ball in between them. Take another deep breath in and breathe out, twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forwards, sending the energy through the fingertips. Inhale, find the reverse warrior. On your next exhale, right elbow hooks to the outside of the left knee, palms pressed together at heart center, revolved low lunge. As you are ready, and if you wish, pick up the back knee, hold here for a few extra breaths. Gaze wherever is comfortable. And if the back knee is down, join us with it lifted as we take a big step forward into our revolved chair, Parivrita Utkatasana. On your next breath in, unwind from the twist, come into chair, sweep those arms up, soften those shoulders back, squeeze the inner thighs together. Sink a teeny little bit lower, and then inhale, sweep those arms all the way up to the sky. Your sides, just take a little moment, once again, check in with your posture, reconnect to your breath if you lost it. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in, Ardha Uttanasana. Deep breath out, Uttanasana. Step the left foot, then the right foot back. Work through a chaturanga maybe. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, round yourself forward to plank. Exhale, snake it back. Inhaling forwards, exhaling back. One more, inhale round, Exhale, snake it back to downward facing dog. Now inhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, press the chest back towards the thighs. Exhale, hop yourself forward into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, send the right arm back, the left arm forward. Keep the hips facing the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up. Exhale, twist over to the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, slide the right hand down the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Deep breath into the left side body. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up. Empty the lungs as you stretch over to the other side. Keeping the shoulder in line with the hip, not rounding forward or opening too far back. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, soften them down by your sides. Bring the big toes to touch. Bring a little bit of space in between the heels. Bend into the knees so far that you can graze the earth with your fingertips, and then sweep the arms all the way up overhead, back in our chair pose. Holding here for just an extra moment. Inhale, find even more length through the arms. Exhale, bring the hands to press together at heart center. Twist the upper body to the right, hooking left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Get really heavy through the right foot, gluing it into the earth as you start to hover the left toes off the mat, and then draw that left heel in towards the left glute. Balancing, revolve chair. Take a big step back with that left leg, landing in a revolved crescent lunge, still with the elbow hooked. And then drop that back knee down. Unwind the arms. Inhale, find the reverse warrior. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up overhead, bringing the chest to face forwards. Exhale, frame the foot, pick up the back knee, send that right foot all the way into your three-legged dog, and then drop it down to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, hop yourself forward, Uttanasana. Deep breath in, Ardha Uttanasana. Deep breath out, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, hinge from the hips, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down by your sides. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms down, sweep the fingertips up, chair pose. Inhale, find even more length. Exhale, hands through heart center, twist over to the left, pressing the elbow and the knee in towards one another, noticing if one knee is creeping forward or creeping back, trying to keep them nice and even. Get really heavy in that left foot, draw the right heel in. Take a big step back with the right foot, landing in your revolved crescent. Drop that back knee down, unwind the arms. Inhale, find the reverse. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, frame the front foot, pick up the back knee, sweep the left toes high up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot meets right, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath in, prepare. Deep breath out, hop yourself forward into your forward fold. Fill the lungs as you come up to a flat back. Empty the lungs as you descend back down. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, twist the body over to the right. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, stretch over to the right. Deep breath in, both arms up. Deep breath out, side stretch over to the left. Fill the lungs, reach for the sky. Empty the lungs, arms by your sides. Another moment to check in with your alignment. Maybe finding stillness, maybe swaying from side to side. Reconnecting to your breath before we move on for our next little sequence. On your next breath in, reach both arms all the way up to the sky. Draw the left knee up and in towards the chest. Point the left toes down towards the earth. Start to take some big circles with that left knee, going in one direction and going in the other direction, like you're stirring a big pot with your knee, or maybe making a batch of your favourite cake. Draw that knee back up and in towards the chest, hinge at the hips, extend the left leg straight out behind you, maybe reach the arms forward or bring the hands to heart center, warrior three. Point the left toes over towards the right hand side to help you bring the left and the right hip into alignment here. Find one nice long line from the crown of the head to the sole of the left foot. Micro bend that right knee. Open that left hip, stack it on top of the right as you drop the right hand down and reach the left arm up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Fingertips maybe on the earth, maybe hovering for an extra challenge. As you're ready, take a big step back with that left leg, landing in a warrior two. Bending down into that right knee, stacking right knee over right ankle, pressing into the outside edge of that left foot. Finding one long line of energy from the right fingertips to the left, spreading those arms, spreading those fingertips. Inhale, straighten the right leg, bring the palms to press together overhead. Exhale, sink it back down. Inhale, fly the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, fly. Exhale, warrior two. Now turn the left heel in, both toes point out. Sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend into the knees, bring the hands down through heart center. Goddess. Inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, sink it down. One more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink it down, hold your goddess. Maybe you sway from side to side. Maybe you take some mini pulses. Maybe you get sassy with the hips. Maybe you bring the hands onto the knees and take some shoulder dips. Options are all yours. On your next breath in, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up, bring the toes in, bring the heels out, hinge at the hips, Prasarita Padottanasana. Once again, finding some free movement here. Maybe you come down low, maybe you stay in a flat back, maybe sway from side to side, bending into one knee at a time maybe. Everybody, inhale, come up to a flat back, come up onto the fingertips, turn the right toes to point towards the front of the mat, bend into the right knee, come up onto the left heel, Press the hands together at heart center, Skandasana, side lunge. Options here, open the arms out wide, take a bind around the leg. If you've got the bind, unwind, frame that front foot, plant the left hand on the earth, swivel yourself around onto the outside edge of both feet, drop the left hip down, revolved Skandasana, reaching the right fingertips towards the back of the mat, micro bending that left elbow. Inhale, lift the hips, press the floor away, reach the right fingertips forward. Exhale, drop the hips, cactus the right arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift, and then lift the right leg off the mat. Bring it to meet the left for a side plank, Vashisthasana. Really press the floor away with that left hand, engaging through the obliques here. Inhale, reach the right fingertips even further forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Hold, and then step the right foot off the back of the mat. Wild thing. Lifting the chest up to the sky. Opening through the shoulders here, maybe take some circles with the wrists. Well, the wrist, you can't really circle that left wrist. Maybe wiggle the arm around. And then plant the right hand back on the earth, spin yourself into a plank, work your way through a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full cycle of breath here. Deep breath in, prepare. Deep breath out, hop yourself forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a moment, check in with that posture. Ground down through the left foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up, draw the right knee into the chest, and then take those big circles with that right knee, going in one direction and the other direction. Squeeze the knee up and into the chest, breathe in and breathe out, hinge yourself into Warrior 3. Arms straight out in front for an extra challenge, or maybe bring them to heart center. Check in with the alignment of your hips. Check in with your breath. Check in with your mind. Feel into that frustration, the resistance, the wish for the pose to end. As we do, open right arm up, left arm down, stack right hip on top of left, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Placing that left hand wherever you wish. Feeling into all of those wobbles, maybe falling out and coming back in. And then big step back, landing in your Warrior 2. Looking down, making sure the right heel, the left heel, is in line with the arch of the right foot. Noticing if you're collapsing into one hip or the other, try and bring them nice and level. Gazing out over the left hand. Inhale, straighten the leg, bring the palms to press together. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, fly the warrior. Exhale, sink it back down. One more time. Inhale, fly. Exhale, warrior two. Bring the right heel in, both toes point out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, straighten and sweep. Exhale, sink and bend. One more. Inhale. Exhale, sink it down, and then find that free movement. Maybe do something different from the other side. Maybe do the same thing you did last time if you enjoyed it. Inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, heels out, toes in, hinge at the hips, Prasarita Padottanasana. Have a wiggle, have a sway. Inhale, come onto the fingertips, flat back. Exhale, turn the left toes out, bend into that knee, straighten the right leg, lift the right toes up towards the sky, Skandasana. Maybe open the arms, maybe take a bind, find what feels good. Unwind from the bind, ground down through the right hand, spin all the way around into a revolved Skandasana, dropping the right hip down, sweeping the left hand back. Breathing into that left outer hip and IT band. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the left arm forward. Exhale, drop it down, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift the hips, lift the left leg, bring it to meet the right. Vashisthasana on the other side. Micro bending that right elbow, not locking it out. Inhale, stretch that arm even further away. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, extend. Crunch it all in as you breathe out. Hold, hold, hold. And then flip yourself over into Wild Thing, dropping the left toes off the left hand side of the mat. Maybe taking that movement with the left arm. And then drop left hand down under left shoulder. Rock yourself forward onto your tiptoes. Lower halfway or all the way down. Deep breath in, upward facing dog. Deep breath out, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rock yourself forward into a plank. Press down through the left hand, rock onto the outside edge of the left foot, sweep the right arm forward, Vashisthasana on the left side. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, extend. Elbow to knee, squeeze it in, and then take a big step with that right foot towards the top of the mat. Drop the left hip down, landing back in our revolved Skandasana. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the arm. Exhale, drop it down. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, swivel yourself into Skandasana, bending into the right leg, straightening the left leg. And then press yourself up into Prasarita Padottanasana. Just one cycle of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back, turn the toes out, bring the heels in, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, sink it down for goddess. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, warrior two, bending into the right leg. Inhale, fly the warrior just one time. Exhale, launch yourself into a half moon. Inhale. Exhale, turn the torso to face down, square the hips, warrior three. Inhale, come up to standing, draw the left knee up and into the chest. Exhale, left foot plants down on the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step, hop, float. Work your way through a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rock yourself forward into a plank. Ground down through the right hand. Vashisthasana on the right hand side. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze everything in. One more. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Huge step with that left foot. Drop the hips down. Revolve Skandasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it down. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, swivel yourself into Skandasana, bending into the left knee. And then press yourself up. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Bring the heels in, bring the toes out. Sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, sink it down, goddess. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, fly the warrior one time. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Draw the right knee into the chest. Exhale, right foot meets left. Drop the arms down by your sides. Have a little wiggle. Shake it off. Maybe give the arms a shake. Maybe give the legs a shake. Or maybe just find stillness. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up to the sky. Draw the right knee up and in towards the chest. And then maybe, without using the hands, can you plant that right foot on the left thigh, the left calf, the left ankle, just avoiding the knee. Tree pose. Vriksasana. Arms can stay up overhead. They can come to heart center. Maybe you find reverse prayer behind the back. Whatever option you're in, just finding space across the chest and the shoulders. Finding that distance between the ribs and the hips. Maybe you play around with closing your eyes for a moment or softening the gaze. Wherever your hands are, we'll all bring them to heart center. Start to cross the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Start to bend into the knee, bend into the hips, standing pigeon. Maybe you bring the right elbow onto the right knee and the left elbow onto the sole of the right foot. Keeping the right foot nice and flexed and active. Release from pigeon, crossing the right ankle over the front of the left ankle. Descend down into a fold with the ankles crossed, keeping a micro bend in both knees to keep them nice and protected. Now, maybe without using the hands to help, so maybe lifting the hands to heart center, can you sit yourself down into a cross-legged seat? Might not be very graceful or elegant. We've got the right ankle crossing in front of the left, all meeting in a comfortable seat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow, left hand onto right knee. Right fingertips out behind, or maybe they hook around for the left thigh. Inhale, finding more length. Exhale, deepening into the twist. Inhale, unwind, sweep both arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, start to walk the hands off the front of the mat, hinging down into a fold, keeping a nice long spine as you go. Inhale, press yourself all the way back up. Now, just like the way down, can you get yourself back up to standing without using the hands? Keeping that cross with the ankles maybe, pressing yourself back up, and then unwinding, releasing into Tadasana. They say that the ability to get up from the ground without using your hands is one of the greatest predictors of longevity, of lifespan, of health span. So it's definitely something to work on if you are not able to do it at the moment. Nothing to panic about, it's just information that you now know and that you can try and practice that in your life. As you're ready, sweep the arms up, draw the left knee into the chest, and then maybe without using the hands, you bring the sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh, Vriksasana, tree pose. Take whatever arm variation you wish as we settle in for some stillness, or maybe settle in for lots of wobbles, but stillness in the mind and silence. Bring the hands to heart center if they're not already. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Hinge at the hips. Bend into the right knee. Maybe bring those elbows down towards that left leg. Keeping the weight back in the hips. You should be able to wiggle the toes here. Standing pigeon. Now release from the pigeon, but cross the left ankle over the top of the right. Descend into a fold. Micro bending the knees. Breathing deeply. Now maybe bring the hands to heart center, keep the ankles crossed as you slowly descend down into a cross-legged seat, maybe gracefully, maybe not. Inhale, sweep the arms up, exhale, twist over to the left, maybe taking that bind, only if you can still keep a nice long spine while doing so. So if taking the bind means that you end up like this, then I would encourage you to not do it. As we breathe in, we lengthen the crown up to the sky. As we breathe out, we swivel a little bit deeper into the twist. Unravel, fill the lungs as you reach the arms up. Empty the lungs as you walk the arms forward, coming into your fold. Fill the lungs as you draw yourself back upright, and once again, maybe keeping the ankles crossed, and maybe without using the hands, we press ourselves back up to standing. Uncross the ankles, have one final little wiggle, little shake, maybe twisting the body from side to side, maybe shaking, flicking, swirling. Any final movements that your body is asking for, any bits of tension that it's clinging onto that you can flick and fling and twist away from you. And then descend yourself down into a fold, step it back to plank, lower down onto the belly, and then simply roll over onto your back. Bring the soles of the feet down onto the earth, knees pointing up towards the sky. Press into the hands, press into the shoulders, engage the glutes as you lift the hips up towards the sky. Notice if your knees are knocking in together or splaying out to the sides. Try and keep them in line with the hips. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Lower the hips back down as you exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Deep breath in, lift. Deep breath out, soften. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now option to come up to another bridge hold or to come into wheel if you fancy it. Planting the hands just above the shoulders, fingertips pointing away from you, ground down through the feet, press the floor away, come into your wheel. Totally optional. If you're in full wheel, you might play around with straightening the legs. You might lift one leg at a time up towards the sky. Whatever shape you're in, slowly make your way out, lowering back down to the earth. Bring the feet wide, let the knees fall in towards one another. Just take a moment, letting the spine neutralize. Maybe you're feeling lots of space and energy through the chest. Maybe you can feel the heart beating, the breath moving in and out of the belly and the chest and the ribs. Windshield wipe the legs from side to side, dropping the knees from one side to the other. Maybe with each windshield wipe you get the knees a bit closer to the ground than the last time. Come back through centre, hug both knees into the chest, wrap the arms around, maybe grabbing for the fingertips, for the wrists, the forearms, the elbows. Totally optional, giving yourself a nice big hug, feeling grateful for the body that you have that enables you to do yoga practices, feeling grateful for all those organs working to keep you alive. The lungs for taking in breath, the heart for moving blood around the body, the bones for keeping you upright, the muscles for helping you move and lift and spin and swirl. Feeling grateful for the room that you're in or the space that you're in. Feeling grateful for the surface beneath you, providing a foundation for you to practice yoga on. Feeling grateful for the air that you're breathing in that's fueling your practice. Take any other movements that are calling to you before making your way into your version of Savasana. Maybe the legs come out long, Maybe you find a Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe you come to that constructive rest pose that we came to after our back bends. Maybe bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly, helping you to feel your heartbeat, to help you feel your breathing. After all that movement, now settle in for some stillness, knowing that the stillness is just as important and nourishing and valuable as the movement. If you wish to stay in Savasana for longer, that is very much encouraged by me. If you are ready to move on, then just as we've done throughout this class, start to bring the intuitive movement back to the body. Maybe it's small movements, maybe it's big movements. Making your way back up to a seated position. Keeping the eyes closed for one final moment. Today, may you think peaceful thoughts, may you speak peaceful words, and may you feel peace in your heart. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. Like I said at the start, if you did enjoy it, I would be very grateful for any big thumbs up or small thumbs up. A thumbs up, I'll take any thumbs up I can get. Any comments letting me know what you thought. I reply to every single one and I love reading them. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and come say hi on Instagram. I would like to see you over there. That sounded a bit creepy. Hopefully I will see you soon, and hopefully you have a fab day.